And with roots in the Ozarks, we're talking about spike fishing.
And as breakfast show photojournalist Josh Russell discovered, it's a cross between gigging and bow fishing.
There are a few people that bow fish, and they use a reel and a line that goes to their arrow. Now, this is a little different style of bow fishing, and it's called spiking or bow gigging. And this is an old traditional Ozarkian way to do this. It's unique to the Missouri and Arkansas Ozarks, and they actually took smaller gigs, put them on an arrow, and they would fish without the reel, without the line.
It's a lot different than sitting up on the bank, throwing out there and just hoping something comes up and takes your bait. You're active, you're in the water, you're stealthy. It's more of a primitive experience.
It's something that actually was illegal for a long time. So people in the Ozarks back in the 1930s, 40s, and 50s, they weren't allowed to do this. And so if they did it, they didn't talk about it a whole lot. Well, as a consequence, as it died out, there weren't a lot of people that knew about it to talk about it.
It's difficult. It's not quite as easy as I thought it was going to be. I figured it's pretty elementary in that you just got a bow and this little spike, but it's a lot harder than it looks.
Not everybody's going to be able to get into bow gigging, but almost anybody can get into bow fishing. And the reason I say that, the equipment is different. The gigs, for example, have to be hand forged, and that's not something we have a lot of people that are skilled enough to do. But bow fishing is something that you can easily get into. If you have a bow, an arrow, a reel, and some line, you can get into it. So it's not something that's expensive to do. It's not something that requires a lot of skill. You can go out and practice, learn as you go, have a blast, get wet in the summer. Who wouldn't want to get into that?
Photojournalist Josh Russell, spike fishing with members of the Missouri Department of Conservation. I bet that is a lot harder than it looks.
I'm sure it is. You've heard of Where's Waldo?
Yeah.
Where's Josh? This morning, I think he's in Commerce, Missouri. There he is, a live picture from Josh this morning, where the river remains high, but no weather problems. We've got a final word on that from Brian just ahead.